me, Mitch.
Mitch, just a minute. Mitch, I really shouldn't let you in after the treatment I've received from you this evening. So utterly uncavalier. But hello, beautiful. My, with a cold shoulder, and such uncouth apparel. You haven't even shaved. The unforgivable insult to a lady. But I forgive you. I forgive you because it's such a relief to see you. You've stopped that polka tune I had caught in my head. Have you ever had anything caught in your head? Well, of course you haven't, you dumb angel puss. You'd never get anything caught in your head.
Do I have that fan on?
No?
I don't like fans.
Well, turn it off, honey. I'm not partial to them. I don't know what we have to drink. I haven't investigated.
I don't want Stan's liquor.
It isn't Stan's liquor. Not everything here is Stan's. Some things on the premises are actually mine. How's your mother? Isn't your mother well?
Why?
Something's the matter tonight, but never mind. I won't cross-examine the witness. I'll just pretend I don't notice anything different about you. That music again.
What music?
The Versubiana. The polka tune they were playing when Alan... Wait. There. Now the shot. It always stops after that. Yes, now it's stopped.
Are you boxed out of your mind?
I'll go and see what I can find in the way of... Oh, by the way, excuse me for not being dressed, but I'd practically given you up. Had you forgotten your invitation to supper?
I wasn't going to be seeing you anymore.
Wait a minute. I can't hear what you're saying, and you talk so little that when you do say something, I don't want to miss a single syllable of it. What was I looking for again? Oh, yes, liquor. There's been so much excitement around here this evening that I am boxed out of my mind. Oh, here's something. Southern Comfort. What is that, I wonder?
You don't know. Must belong to Stan.
Oh, get your foot off the bed. It has a light cover on it. Of course you boys wouldn't notice something like that. I've done so much for the place since I've been here.
I bet you have.
Well, you saw it before I came, and now look at it. The room is almost dainty. I want to keep it that way. Ooh, it's sweet. Terribly sweet. It's liqueur, I believe. Yes, it's liqueur. I'm afraid you won't want to give it a try, and maybe you will.
I don't want none of his liquor, and I mean it. You ought to lay off his liquor. He says you've been lapping it up all summer like a wild cat.
What a fantastic statement. Fantastic of him to say, and fantastic of you to repeat it. It descends such cheap level of accusations to answer them even.
Huh?
What's on your mind? I see something in your eyes.
It's dark in here.
I like the dark. The dark is comforting to me.
I've never seen you in the light.
Huh.
That's a fact.
Is it?
I've never seen you in the afternoon.
Whose fault is that?
You never want to go out in the afternoon.
Why, Mitch, you have a plan for the afternoon.
Not on Sundays. I've asked you to go out on Sundays, but you always seem to make an excuse. And when we do, it's always after 6 and not in a place very much lit.
There's an obscure meaning to this, but I failed to catch it.
What I mean is I've never had a good look at you. Let's turn the light on in here.
Light? What light?
This one.
What did you do that for?
I want to get a look at you, good and plain.
Of course you don't really need to be insulting.
Nah, just realistic.
Realism? I don't want realism. I want magic. Yes, magic. I try to give that to people. I misrepresent things to them. I don't tell the truth. I tell what ought to be the truth. And if that is sinful, then let me be damned for it. Don't turn on the light.
I don't mind you being older than I thought. But all the rest of it, Christ. That pitch about your ideas being so old-fashioned and all the malarkey that you dished out all summer, I knew you weren't 16 anymore. But I was fool enough to believe you were straight.
Who told her I wasn't straight? My loving brother-in-law. And you believed him?
At first I called him a liar. Then I checked the story. I talked to our supply man who travels through Laurel. Then I talked directly the long distance to our merchant.
Who's this merchant?
Kefauver.
Kefauver. The merchant of Laurel. Yes, I know the man. He whistled at me and I put him in his place. So for revenge, he makes up stories about me.
3 of them. Kefauver, Stanley, and Shaw. All swore to them.
Rub-a-dub-dub. 3 men in a tub. In such a filthy tub.
Didn't you stay at a hotel called the Flamingo?
Flamingo? No. Tarantula. That was the name of it. I stayed at a hotel called the Tarantula Arms.
Tarantula?
Yes, a big spider. That's where I brought my victims. Yes, I had many intimacies with strangers. After the death of Alan, intimacies with strangers was all I seemed to be able to fill my empty heart with. I think it was panic. Just panic that drove me from one to another, hunting for some protection. Here and here in the most unlikely places. Even at last, in a 17-year-old boy, but somebody wrote the superintendent about it. This woman is morally unfit for her position. This woman is morally unfit for her position. True? Yes, I suppose. Unfit somehow? Anyway, so I came here. There was nowhere else I could go. I was played out. My youth was suddenly gone up the water spout, and I met you. You said you needed somebody. Well, I need somebody too. I thank God for you, because you seemed to be gentle, a cleft in the rock of the world that I could hide in. But I guess I was asking, hoping, too much. Key fiber. Stanley and Shaw tied an old tin can to the tail of the kite.
You lied to me.
Don't say I lied to you.
Lies, lies. Inside out, all lies.
Never in my heart, never inside.
Flores para dos motos.
Oh, somebody at the door.
Flores para dos motos.
No, not right now. Crumble and fade and regrets, recrimination. If you'd done this, it wouldn't cost you that.
Flores para los motos.
Legacies. And other things such as blood-stained pillow slips. Her linen needs changing. Yes, Mother. But couldn't we get a color girl to do it? No, we couldn't, of course. Everything gone but the
Flores.
death. I used to sit here and she used to sit there. And death was so close as you are. Wouldn't dare even admit we had heard of it.
Flores para los motos.
The opposite is desire. So do you wonder? How could you possibly wonder? Not far from Belle Reve, before we had lost Belle Reve, was a camp where they trained young soldiers. On Saturday nights they would go into town and get drunk.
Coronas.
And on the way back, they would stagger onto my lawn and call, "Blanche, Blanche!" The deaf old lady remaining suspected nothing. But sometimes I slipped outside to answer their calls. Later the paddy wagon would father them up with daisies the long way home. What do you want?
What I've been missing all summer.
Then marry me, Mitch.
I don't want to marry you anymore.
No?
You're not clean enough to bring home to my mother.
Get out of here then. Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire. Get out of here quick before I start screaming fire. Fire! Fire! Fire!
Bloopers!
Like literally right now?
Literally right now.
You're gonna edit this out, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna keep it in
Look
it.
at you, miss. I know how to edit videos.
I know how to edit.
Oh.
Whoa.
Alright, this is, come on. Let's
Okay.
throw up.
Wait.
Put it off.
Wherever
I'm gonna
it,
be quick, because I don't want them knowing it's a computer paper.
Mitch, you know, I really shouldn't let you in after the treatment you received this evening. You received.
fish tank.
You lied to me.
Don't say I lied. to answer them even.
Do you want to know my line?
Yeah.
Alright, let's hear it. I don't want none of his liquor. I don't want none of his liquor. And I
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want any of his liquor.
I don't want any of his liquor.
Super freak. Super freak. Oh, sorry. My use.
You said I would taco the flamingo? Alright. It's dark in here.
I like the dark. The dark is comforting to me.
It's dark in here. It's dark in here.
I like the dark. The dark is comforting to me.
What's so funny?
It's a goofy mood. Hold on.
Who says that, Goofy?
Oh, goofy.
Lean in.
Okay.
Lean in.
Lean. Alright, lean. I don't mind you being a little...
I'm not laughing.
Did you hear her laugh?
I'm being
did.
Blanche.
You're like...
I did not laugh. Did I laugh?
You did.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh, hi. Yes. A big spider. That's where I brought my victims.
Spider!